Kokanee spends its entire life in freshwater instead of migrating to the ocean. Like all salmon, kokanee die after spawning, the whole life cycle taking from 3 to 7 years. Kokanee vary widely in size depending on size of population and available forage. Most are in the mid 8 to 12 inch range. A 2-pound is a good sized fish, as a 5-pound is a trophy. The all-tackle record is 9 pounds 6 ounces, and it was caught in British Columbia. Kokanee is a native word that means red fish. A kokanee is a type of landlocked salmon. Kokanee compete for zooplankton. A low food supply reduces the kokanee's growth rate. Large rainbow trout feed on kokanee. Therefore, the kokanee must avoid the trout to survive. The scales of a salmon grow, and as they do, they form rings just like those of a tree trunk. The rings form black bands which can be counted. The widely spaced rings occur in the spring and summer months when food is abundant, while the more tightly packed rings indicate the winter months when growth is slow. Thanks for watching and enjoy the rest of this video.
Hey guys, so we're here at Merwin. We're going to do some kokanee fishing. I'm going to do a little tutorial sort of on trolling for kokanee, some tips and tricks and how-tos and some whys and why-nots, I guess. So kokanee is a landlocked salmon. Right now, the salmon season's pretty slow in Washington State. The steelhead are just not quite in the rivers. So now is a great time to kokanee fish because the meat is pink and it's delicious. So the limit here is 10 fish, so you can get quite a bit of fish and they're good size here. Okay guys, so first thing is we gotta control your speed. Speed, in my opinion, is the most important part of catching a fish, kokanee especially. If you're too fast, you're not gonna catch them. If you're too slow, you're gonna catch a lot of sucker fish. So if you have a 9.9 horsepower kicker motor and your boat is an 18-footer and you're gonna set it on trolling, you're gonna be going roughly 2.2 miles an hour, which is too fast. So ideally, you want to be between 1.3 and 1.7. There's guys who swear by 1.5. You know, you got to find whatever, but that's where you want to be. So what Dave's doing right now is, let me film this. Box that you throw in your off the side of your boat, and it slows you down to where you can get to your desired speed that you want to get to. So Dave and I were running right around 2.2 miles an hour, and then we threw one sock in. It dropped us down to 1.7, and so Dave went out and bought another sock, and we're gonna hope that that'll drop us down to 1.3, 1.5 would be super cool. So if you don't have a speedometer inside your boat, bring a GPS with you or something that can record your speed. They even sell apps on, or have apps that you can put on your phone that will do that for you. All right guys, so we threw one sock in and we're down to 2 miles an hour. 1.9 to 2.1. So we're gonna have to throw our second sock in and drop us down more. So next thing you need after you get the speed down, obviously, here's your fishing pole. We're using the Akuma SST, but you can use an eagle claw. You can buy a kokanee eagle claw for $19.99, and then you can get a Magda reel if you want, and those are a pretty good, reliable, cheaper reel. So basically you can use a spin casting reel, but when you're kokanee fishing, you kind of want to get your depth figured out. So what you would need to do is count your poles. Each pole's 2 feet. So if, let's say you talk to somebody, they say the fish are 40 feet deep, you'd have to roughly pull this out to your desired depth. I prefer the line counters. Most people do if you can afford it. It just makes life easier. You just drop it down, it tells you your depth, and you're good to go there. So how we're running this right here is we're gonna start with the 1 ounce cannonball weight. We have it on a slider. So there's the slider. That's how we're gonna run that. We put a bead there to stop that swivel from messing with that knot. So then we're gonna run from the swivel down. You can run it a foot, 12 inches, ours is longer, to a dodger. And then from your dodger, depending on your lure, if you're running a spinner, they say you wanna be 18 inches or longer. If you're running like a hoochie where you really need the action of it going back and forth, they say run it closer to your dodger. Some people run it 3, 6, 8, 10 inches. So that's something you're gonna have to experiment with right there. So this is the setup we're gonna use today. 1 ounce, and then we're gonna run 2 ounces on the other poles, and we'll show you how we set these poles up so you guys don't get them tangled up and you're covered the most water possible. All right guys, so we got all 4 poles in the water. We already hooked 1 fish. So we have all 4 poles out, 2 on the side, the 2 in the back. These 2 right here are 80 feet out, and the left one has 1 ounce of lead, the right one has 2 ounces of lead. And then the side poles, this one over here is out 100 feet with 1 ounce. And then this one right over here is 100 feet out with 2 ounces. And that way we can troll around, move around, and they won't hit each other. Also, we got 2 socks in the water, and our speed is at 1.6, which is still a little fast, so we're gonna have to work on that, but so far this is what we got. See the action on those guys? That's what you want to see. You want your poles to be moving. That's showing you that your flashers or your dodgers are working. She's hitting hard. Kokanee on, baby. All right, guys, so when you're reeling in a kokanee, guys, you want to keep trolling. You don't want to stop the motor. That way it keeps pressure against them so they can't get away. And just reel slowly and steady. Slowly and steady. See that little guy right? He's right there. That's a good sized coat. Oh yeah! Oh. All right, we just got one. Dave just got one on his pole. Let me turn the steering wheel here a little bit. He's 100 feet out on that one. Or 80. Was it 80 feet or?
100.
100. All right.
Did I lose him?
No.
Huh?
Oh, he's there.
Where is he?
There we go, baby. Second kokanee in the boat. Ah! Hey guys, so thanks for watching. I appreciate it. There's a lot to kokanee fishing. I have by no means it figured out. I guess I'm learning a lot and I'm learning fast. And I think the biggest reason I'm learning so fast is because I'm making a lot of mistakes and trying to figure out what caused that mistake and then trying to just fix that mistake. So speed for me has been a pretty big deal. finding the right speed. My opinion is that speed has a lot to do with it, more than most people give it credit for, I believe. So thanks for watching, guys, very much, and stay tuned, tight lines, peace out.